What is good, everybody? One time for the replay crew. Step it up, September. This is day number 26. Whew. I know I scheduled it for 10. I didn't know how long we was gonna be on Supreme's panel. Supreme, excellent panel, bro. That was very inspirational, bro. Yeah, Tiff. I didn't know how long we was gonna be on Supreme's chat panel and stuff. But yeah, Lashana said, "What's up?" Thank you, Lashana. Appreciate it. Supreme is here. Homebody Trish is here. And Zoe is here. What's good, y'all? Mrs. Supreme is here. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it, for real. I'm a little bit early, but I'm late at the same damn time. It's all good, though. Hopefully, y'all can't hear this train that's about to go past, but we're going to make it do what it do. Dang, I'm mad at banners there. This is not financial advice. That was funny. I'll drop the link in the chat. We're gonna get started. It's hot as hell. So today's topic is going to be the real value of loyalty in today's world. I feel like loyalty is one of those necessary things that are needed in any type of relationship or just in life in general. And I feel like is overlooked a lot of times, or underappreciated, I should say. So I thought it would be a good topic to talk about. Yaya says she's finishing up dinner. Thank you for joining. So the first talking point is going to be what loyalty really means. Beyond just words, loyalty is proven through actions. Loyalty shows up, or it should show up, consistently in friendships, relationships, and business. Loyalty is not the same as blind obedience. It requires discernment. So, question for everybody. I spelled it wrong. Do you think loyalty today is undervalued? Man, oh, I spelled that wrong. Me personally, I definitely think loyalty is undervalued today. I can't speak about too far way back when, because it probably was still undervalued also, but I think to be considered loyal nowadays, you have to put up and do a lot more. And a lot of times people feel like that's just a requirement as being labeled loyalty. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Richie J said, yeah, well, that's what I think. Yeah, most definitely. Um, let's go ahead, keep the chat moving. So next talking point is going to be loyalty in friendships and relationships. True loyalty reveals itself when times get hard. Loyalty without balance often leads to being taken for granted. And once broken, loyalty is very difficult to rebuild. So yeah, anybody could say that, I was loyal to you. You was loyal to me when I was making sure everybody had a good time, everybody was straight. But like, was you loyal to me when I needed something from you, and it don't even necessarily have to be in a financial sense, like money. Like what if I just needed, somebody to talk to real quick, somebody to vent to. Was you was always busy, but you claim you were loyal to me, and now it don't work like that. I was raised to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Absolutely, absolutely, Tiff. Tina Moe in the building. Voice of YouTube. That was a quick 5 minutes.
Well, first of all, you were going so fast. I thought that you was going to end within the next 30 seconds, and so I was like, let me cut that 5 minutes down to two. Because when I tell you, you run through your topic so fast,
Yeah,
your points, I'm like, you
yeah.
don't give it time to breathe yet.
Funny. What the coach said? You said earlier. I didn't know what time Supreme was going to end the live, but that
I
don't mean
understand.
I didn't want to sit around either. Yeah, I got work in the morning.
Oh,
The
well,
joys
I
of
definitely understand that.
the joys of a job. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go and sit at work and be bored all day, and they're gonna be looking at me crazy.
Mm, mm, mm.
But yeah, it is what it is. Good night, Mr. Supreme. Thank you for joining. Uh, yeah. So we talking about the real value of loyalty in today's world.
Mm. Let's see if you can find it.
That part.
Because that's the
Yeah.
hard part. I mean, nowadays people do what they want to do. And it's a thing about trying to get as much as they can get. I used to hear
Right.
an old saying back in the day is what is it? The get all you can get all you
Mm.
can all you get, and then sit on the can.
Hmm.
Yep. What up, Coach?
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
I'm
coach.
thinking you gonna be here at 10, so I'm over here. And good thing I came and looked at my
Yeah,
I'm like, this nigga, oh, I mean, this guy is live.
this nigga, it's all right. You ain't said nothing wrong.
You said 10 o'clock.
I didn't know. I really thought, like, I didn't even want to put 10. You know how Supreme go. No disrespecting. We could have been talking for hours.
Yeah.
I mean, catch the replay respectfully, but
Yeah, elevator do not got no time to waste. Okay.
like,
Mm.
None.
I feel you. I feel you, brother. I feel you. You got to work in the morning too.
but
So loyalty. Mm.
yeah, loyalty.
Mm-mm-mm. It's I don't know if it's because people are so like our attention spans have gotten shorter, so people just look at
Mm,
relationships like they're microwavable as well. I don't
mm,
know if that's what it is, child, but
mm,
loyalty, please. People are only as loyal as their circumstances, child.
mm. Yep, absolutely.
I mean, and then again, at the least, a lot of times you can get a bartering system. As long as you're providing something for that person, then they'll stick around, and try to do some kind of exchange. Now, will it be an even exchange?
Nope.
That's
Never.
questionable.
It's never
Mm-hmm.
even.
Right, right. But at least there's something that's being reciprocated,
Right.
and you can base the relationship on that reciprocation. But
Mm.
anything outside of that, you're talking about, hey, you got a vacuum cleaner in your life, you got a whole Hoover trying to
Mm.
take as
Mm-hmm. You
much as
got a
they can
leech.
from you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
leech.
Is that loyalty or is that
It's not.
just that's not even loyalty though. Like if
It's
people
And
not.
they're
in
loyal
your
to their
life,
own cause,
Mm-hmm.
right,
not
to
to
get
you.
what they can out of
Right.
you,
Yep.
then
Hmm.
they're leeches and they're flipping vampires.
Yep.
Hmm. Right.
That's it.
But it is nice. It is nice when you do find people that are truly loyal,
Right.
honorable people. That's nice.
It's
That's like
rare.
a treat. It's a treat
Mm-hmm.
when you
And,
find that.
and that'll make you want to even go even further above and beyond for them. You know,
Yes.
just when their
Yes.
intentions are good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But most people though, nah, nah.
Oh wow. She got a good point. Oh, we have glorified loyalty to our own detriment.
Mm-hmm.
I have been guilty
Mm,
of that very thing.
yes.
Especially how I want to put this. Especially being tethered to certain spaces, groups of people,
Mm-hmm.
Job.
where you said what,
I
coach?
said jobs.
Well, yeah,
Oh yeah,
jobs
yes,
too.
man.
Jobs
That's
too.
that's where
You
the topic came up.
Mm.
right.
Like that's what made me want to talk about loyalty. But we'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, so when it came to, you have that whole thing of I'm down for the cause as long as the cause is causing.
Mm,
And next thing you know, you putting in all the work and you're the only one putting in all the work.
Hmm.
that's it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like we will stick it out. Like we'll stick at a job. You'll stay at this job that's beating you down because you think
Hmm.
about how are they gonna make it if I'm not here anymore? F that.
Hmm.
Yes,
F.
Hmm.
that's
How
the
are
wrong
you
way to
gonna make
think.
it if how's your
That part.
family gonna make it if you not
Mm-hmm.
here anymore? That's what you should be asking yourself. I think sometimes we're loyal to the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
We're loyal to the wrong things and the wrong people that
Yep.
don't really deserve it. They don't deserve that level of respect.
Yeah. So like you said with the job, it's like if let's say you was to pass out at the job, the first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna make sure you clocked out before the ambulance get to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like who you loyal, putting your body and everything, your mental on the line, and they just worried about if you clocked out before you gotta take that ride to the hospital.
Hmm. I was in I was in like I guess a training, I guess, yesterday, and they was talking about that. They was talking about how the workforce has turned into quiet quitters because people have wised up. They just like, I'm at work to pick up a paycheck.
That's it.
And you mother lovers, if something happened to me today, then my job is going to be posted before I even warm up the hospital bed.
Yeah, absolutely. You ain't lying. That- And that's
And
just
we here
that's
busting our behind and staying late, getting to work early, so you can
mm,
get what? Nothing.
a written off pizza party.
Damn pizza party. I don't want no goddamn pizza.
Because
I
they
don't care to
actually
have
We
another
need a
slice
steak
of
dinner.
pizza at an establishment. I'm like, I'd rather you give me the $2.50 you put together
that's it.
for them dumb boxes.
That is
That's
so.
it.
When I see God, when they have that pizza piled up, I just want to kick it. That is so disrespectful to me. Pizza.
Yeah, so they actually did that at my job today. They, hey, y'all want some pizza for lunch? Da da da. I'm hungry as hell. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I could
I
buy
went
my
right,
own pizza. Like pizza is the cheapest shit. I
right.
am on one tonight, and I'm not even. I'm sober. I'm sorry, elevated. I don't want to be
Nah, you
cursing.
good. You right?
But
Yeah,
that is.
man.
I find that to be really insulting. Like
It
pizza.
is.
It's really insulting. So any managers or anything listening in the chat, if you think that you are rewarding your staff by buying them pizza,
It's
please
not.
don't do that. That is not a
Please.
reward. You know what a reward would be? Letting them go to hell home early.
Oh man. I'll
and
be
get
loyal for
paid.
that.
Sure. Not
I,
bothering them if they need to be a few minutes late in the morning and they need to leave a few minutes early to pick up their kid or something. Not being like, did you clock out? Just letting them rock. That is how you get a team to really buy in, is if you pay attention to like what they got going on outside of work
right,
and not be a pain in the behind about 15 minutes.
right.
Don't buy me no pizza.
Please.
I don't want no pizza.
Mm-mm.
And
They'll believe that.
I was starving too. I'm like, nah, nah, I'm good.
Good. Buy me a damn. And it's probably some bootleg pizza too. Like, get out of
I
here.
mean, they had Papa John's, but I was like, nah. Like, and I came back inside after lunch, and I was just like, it turned my stomach
Mm-hmm.
because I was just like, pizza? No,
Right.
no, fuck no.
Right. Right. Like it's real. It makes you mad more than anything else. Like they like, we having a pizza party. We are not 5. Like when I was in
Right,
elementary school and the teacher would be like, we're gonna have pizza on Friday, you would be like, yay.
right. It was
But you
different.
dealing with grown adults. We can buy our own pizza pie. How much is a pizza pie? Like
20, let's say $20.
15.
What up?
Let's say
Yeah,
fancy. You wanna go fancy with it?
20, 20.
$20 for a whole pie.
Right.
Come on. Now y'all gotta do better. Give us time. That's something that you can't buy. Like that's what I
PTO.
think.
No, time. Oh, time back. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
give me
right.
my time back. Like let me leave early. Be like, you know what? You've been working real hard. You can
Paid
leave at
day.
3. Don't even worry about it.
A
3
paid day.
o'clock. I'll chirp up
That
real quick. I could
that
go
would be
home.
wonderful. Thank you, everybody that's joining in the chat. I see you guys and ladies, mostly
We
ladies,
had
but
something called Thirsty. What she said? What did Tiff say? We
Thirsty
had something called
Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursdays every Thursday. Open bar and refer. Open bar.
Open bar.
That's
Hold on. Where they
Hold
work
on now.
at?
See, wait, hold
where
on now.
Who had that
where
job?
they work at too.
She just said where they work at.
Where they work at?
But you know what? I don't even drink
Terrible.
like that. I don't want to drink on Thursday, so I would be mad
But
too.
no,
And
that's
I
a
definitely
setup.
don't want to drink. I definitely don't want to drink with my coworkers. That's for
That's a
goddamn
setup.
sure.
That's a setup.
Oh, that true. That is a setup. But let me tell
Yeah,
you
they
something
want you to
about
get
these
nice and
virgin
tipsy, so
daiquiris.
they no.
Yeah, I would have me a nice virgin pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, sunrise,
That'd be
sunset,
give me a
whatever.
raise. Word.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Panel,
Thanks.
may I say something
I'm
really
like,
quickly because I
oh hi
cannot stay.
Danielle. Hey baby.
Hi
Hello.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, because y'all know I be typing long in the chat and I just wanted to hop on here and say, in terms of loyalty, how we will be loyal to other people because it's more convenient in certain seasons than it would be to be loyal to ourselves.
True.
Wait,
So
say that
More
again.
convenient household.
what you say?
So I
How
said
so?
it would be more convenient household because
Because sometimes people are so fearful of moving forward that they will take and put their energy, their time, their effort into somebody else's vision because it's more convenient. And so then they'll turn around and be mad at the person, like, oh, I did this for you and I did this for you. And it's like, you didn't really do that for me. You did that out of avoidance of your own
Ooh,
process.
oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
wow.
wanted to like
Mm,
shed that light because I've let me I'll raise my
right.
hand. I've done that, right? Especially in marriage early on. It's like I'm pushing your vision, I'm pushing your dream. And then I'm like, I'm oppressed. You don't love me. No, you did that.
You
You
did
did
that.
that.
Right.
And you called it loyalty, you called it submission, you called it being a good wife, right? Because it was more convenient than you doing what you were supposed to do.
Right.
Mm,
It's like you're living in your comfort zone. It's comfortable to be that title of the doting wife, right?
Right.
But then you end up resenting the person. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's, man, listen, relationships are something else, but we ain't
So
talking about
yeah, that was too much to type. So
no,
but
that
I'm
was
gonna be
fire
in the
though.
chat bits. I just
oh
wanted to
wait, were
say
you
that real quick.
leaving?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't stay. I be
She got
You
to
be
go fight
you be
Mr.
yeah,
Cricket.
she be tipping. Danielle be tipping over here, be like, look, guys, this is what I gotta say. All right,
I
bye.
got something I ought to say.
And not too much on my pastor that.
I feel you, Danielle. I feel you, girl.
Nah, that was a good point though.
Home, leave her alone now.
That was a great point. All
Yeah.
right, I think. All right, so as soon as I found where we was at, do you guys feel like it is better to be respected than to be loved when it comes to loyalty?
Yes.
Yeah,
Forget your love.
You respect.
yeah.
Somebody drop an
F,
F-bomb for me because
they
that's
said
what I need.
F love.
Yes. Take your love and shove it.
Then
Respect me.
take your love and shove it.
I respect me. Put
Yeah,
some respect on my name.
yeah,
Yes.
True.
yeah.
But
Absolutely.
can you really love someone
Without
if
respect.
you don't respect them?
The respect factor is the avenue in which you use to get to that place of love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
But
what is
definitely,
love without respect? That's
right?
disrespect.
Like
How you
really,
love somebody you disrespect her.
that's that right there.
Mm,
That's the argument I always have when people talk about cheating, and they say, well, someone could still love someone and cheat on them. But cheating is like the ultimate sign of disrespect. So how can you love someone if you disrespect them like that? I don't get it. It doesn't click for me. But that's another conversation. But I think
yeah.
respect
All
for
right.
sure. Give me like respect me, please.
Yes, I want the respect. I can't because if it's one thing that I do understand, because is the fact that if you respect a person, you know where you stand with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The problem though is because respect has all kind of foundational boundaries and everything. If I respect you, I'm gonna let you know you can only go so far with me. I'm only going to go so far with you.
All
But
right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna always have boundaries. But when it comes to I'm just gonna have some respectless love, that's
Mm.
Mm,
not love.
It's
It's
not love.
you can't
it's
even quantify it as love.
It's not
right.
love. It's not
Right.
love.
Usury, manipulation,
Manipulation for
something like that, but it's definitely not
sure.
love.
Yeah.
Some kind of both of you kind of needing each other and relying on each other for whatever it is, using each other or something. But that's definitely not love.
Right.
Comfort. I don't know what else you can call it, but it's not love. I think cheating is the ultimate. Well, not one. It's not the ultimate, but it's up there.
It's up there. Yeah.
It's definitely up there with being a disloyal person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you tipping over there with your dirty dick and then coming back over here. Come on now.
Hey,
I
it could be
could,
clean, but if you're gonna be
that shit
disrespectful with it,
dirty.
it
You
don't
messing
matter.
with that girl over there is filthy.
Hey,
Nasty.
she could
Filthy.
have been the Virgin Mary. At the end of the
It's
day,
still dirty dick to me.
hey, if you violate the contract, if you violate the agreement that I have with you, it does not matter. Nothing else even matters at
Right.
all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
People are limited by their understanding of both love and respect. Many cannot emulate what they have not seen or experienced. Respect, trust, love is aspirational for them.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got that
Tips.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I can't give
exactly
you what
that.
I never had, never got, never received.
That's true.
Sure
That's
can't get blood out of a turnip.
Hmm. But I think it really starts from childhood when you think about it. What you see in the relationships in your household, what is rewarded in your household growing up, everything stems from them. The type of attention people get for what they do, like if you have siblings,
mm,
especially I think like if there's a boy and a girl, and the boy is rewarded for certain things and the girl is punished for that same thing, it kind of
Right.
shapes who you become, right? Hmm.
Uh,
Interesting.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Then you become a tiptoeing dirty dick. Oh Lord. It's Friday, y'all. It's been a
It
long
sure is, and I'm outside.
and I
Hmm.
listen, I am sober. You would think I'm tipsy. I am sober, but my tongue is loose.
Hey,
Lord, let me
pause.
pray. Lord, please don't say nothing crazy. Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Oh, elevated. Okay. All right.
All right. That's why. All right. So our next talking point is going to be loyalty in work and business. Mhm. Companies that fail to inspire loyalty lose their best employees.
Mm,
Customers remain loyal when brands consistently deliver value. In today's fast paced world, loyalty is fading as quick opportunities take priority.
mm.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
You
I think
don't have a business if you don't have real loyalty, to be honest.
right, right.
How
Yep.
can two walk together except they be agreed? At the end of the day, if you're not willing to come together on the agreement of the contract or whatever that you have before you, how in the world will the business work? How would it even be able to be successful if if there's division in the vision?
Mm-hmm.
We go in separate places. We're doing two separate things, and it's
Right.
not benefiting either one because you got to both work together for it
Mhm.
to work for either one of you
Right.
Yes.
as a collective.
Yes.
That's very true.
I'd be mad about loyalty because it's one of those things where I'm like I'm sick and tired of busters who because it's one of those things you always run across that one person or that company or that establishment that always is talking about we need loyalty, 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 loyalty. But they don't have your best interests at heart.
Yep.
They don't have
Mm-hmm.
your better interests at heart and in no capacity. It's
Yep.
all about what they can get out of you.
Hmm.
Right.
And what tends to happen is we stay tethered to the thing under the illusion that it's going to work out for us, or
Right.
under the illusion that it's going to benefit us in the end. And all we end up doing is wasting our time, our resources, our efforts, our energy, our life.
Yep. So I think as far as what you said, Tina, is so I think we focus on the potential.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
we what we hope that would prosper out of the relationship, with the company, business, whatever the case. And it just get disappointed more often than not.
You get disappointed. You get used and
Yep,
abused.
that part.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. That's why you gotta really. It's. I mean, it's easier said than done sometimes,
So
especially like with work, because at the same time you need to work. You need some
I
sort of
know that's right.
income. Flip side, this is hard because my clients be out here disloyal. You can't pay me, but I see bundles.
In your hair,
I just
expensive
made all
bundles.
my clients sign new contracts. Pay me my coins. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's a good point, there. Yep.
Hmm.
That's
Man, you need to can you do a like some kind of but they damn they probably just wouldn't have no money in on the damn card, child. I was gonna say, can you do some kind of automated payment, but then there ain't gonna be no money on the
they
card, so
lock
you
they
still
lock
gonna
the card.
pay. Cause that's crazy. No service until you pay. You pay now.
Hurry up
I
and buy.
mean, but
Hurry up and
nowadays you
buy.
can do a hold. Things have to be paid in advance,
Mm.
Yeah.
and you place a hold on those funds where they can't get it back, you know. And if it
Mhm.
does not clear within the time of whatever the services are to be rendered, they get no services. That way you don't
Mhm.
waste your time.
Right.
I agree, Yaya. I left the career I was in for a long time because of that. Like you don't respect my effort. They weren't respecting the energy, they weren't respecting the value that
Hmm.
I brought. Um so I had to go. I had to go somewhere else. I'm you expend more energy uh going to a job that's really draining you
Hmm.
emotionally. You spend more energy doing that than finding yourself another job. I make them send a deposit. Good.
Non-refundable deposit.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what you got to do. You got to be tough with these people, because people, if you let them, they definitely will take advantage, child.
Gonna get over on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But that's where the loyalty comes in to yourself.
Yes.
Being able to being able to put yourself as priority in the exchange.
And
Yeah,
without feeling guilty for that.
Yes.
right.
I
Right.
think
Yes.
that's the key, because I think a lot of times we end up bending because we feel guilty, and we don't want to be perceived as being mean, or whatever the word is that you want to use. But
Hmm.
it's not mean, it's not selfish. It's necessary for you to draw a very deep line in the sand, so that you can protect yourself.
Right.
Now they got to pay for the damn services, child.
Hmm. Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
sitting there
yeah.
doing all of the things and they're not paying. No, absolutely not.
Mm-mm. See, and that's oh well, thank God for deliverance. See, but there used to be a time because I had to preface it because I was going to say that's where some people come in and they're bill collectors, you know,
Yeah.
and when they come show up to collect the bill, you unhappy because they coming to collect.
Yeah.
But it
Mhm.
wouldn't have been that way had you been honorable
Ah,
with
Yeah.
your exchange.
but you see, that's the thing. People know how to open their mouth to ask for stuff, but when it's time to pay up, child,
Yes.
they got a story. They open their mouth and start telling you
Excuses and
stories. They got a million stories.
hmm.
Hmm.
Of
Dealing with that
course.
at my job now, it is very draining. It is very draining. And sometimes you get so drained, you don't even have the energy to look for another job. So what I
Or
started doing, I started like leaving, like taking about half an hour at the end of the day and
mhm.
leaving the job altogether early, so I could like focus on getting my resume together and getting another job. Like you got to make the time somehow, some way to get out if you're not happy.
So I think one thing too, I know I can only speak for myself, but even with that bad job situation, like if I was in one, it's kind of like, dang, do I go ahead and chance going to another job and it might be worse?
But that's the thing too. So that's where like you have to be like strategic with it, because when you're in that fog and you're really drained with your current job, sometimes a lot of people end up doing that. They hurry up and run out to the first new job that they find. You you got to be a little bit, you got to test the waters a little bit, and also know your worth when you're in interviews and ask those hard questions.
Hmm.
Like, be like, do the people get along here?
I
You
want to
can,
know statistics. What's your turnover rate?
Oh,
yes, you can ask questions, and you can also speak about like what your needs are, and if it doesn't work for them, then fine. You don't need that job anyway.
right.
You don't need that job anyway. I think sometimes we go into interviews and we just smiling and trying to answer the question how they want us to answer, But the more important thing is you stepping into an interview like you're a boss, not a technical boss, but I mean like you are in control of your environment,
Right.
and you're also confident in your skills.
All right. You got that. You gotta have that mindset. Okay, y'all need me.
Y'all need me, right? And it's okay to think like that.
I
Not to be
mean,
arrogant, but going in there with that confidence and asking questions about the work environment and the morale, because and letting them know I am not going to last very long if the morale is low here.
Mm-hmm.
And when they ask you why you're leaving your other job, tell them. Like the way the workforce is going now, child, they need people because people are leaving.
they need skilled people.
They
They
need
need
skilled
people.
people.
Yes, they need people that know what they're doing. Because a
Yeah.
lot of these places are tanking because they was trying to just pay a couple of dollars to get somebody to fill a seat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, you still need the pedigree of someone that's been doing this and the experience, in a field. You can't get
Yeah.
rid of everybody like that. But one of the things that I notice is that a lot of people go in with desperation as they robe
Ha.
when they go in to get the job.
Yep.
Right.
Because yes, they know you need to pay bills. That's what you there to get a job for. On the other
Yep.
Mhm.
hand, you can't go in as if I don't get this job, I'll take whatever just to get this job. I'll
Mhm.
deal with whatever. They're like, oh, you'll deal with whatever. I'm glad you're a company man. I'm glad you're a company woman.
Yeah, so they
That's
could
just them
beat you down.
letting you know we finna run you like a workhorse
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
for a little or nothing because we would have paid the other people more, or would have paid you more
But,
if you hadn't
but
come
you
in with
desperate.
with the
But
desperation
you got
Yep.
cologne and
desperation all
perfume when you
all
walk
over
through the
you.
door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing too. Ask about pay. Like talk about pay. I'm
Yes,
screaming and shit, but that talk about pay.
yes,
Like you have to know your worth. You can't just take whatever. And if that pay is not what you want, walk out because you are not going to be pleased. In a few months after that first couple of weeks wears off, you're gonna be so miserable because you like, Jack, this ain't cutting it. This pay is not cutting it.
Right.
mm-hmm,
And then also take into consideration like how far it is from your home. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
are you realistically going to be able to travel like that each and every day? You
Yeah.
know?
That takes a role toll too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This we talking right now. We talk about loyalty to yourself, right?
yes,
That's what we talking about. We talking about loyalty to yourself, and making sure that any job that you get is something that you can really, really stick to for a long time. Like sometimes we just be rushing out there, like, oh, they said they're gonna give me $2 more than the job I'm at now, but you traveling 50 more
No
miles.
miles. Yeah.
right,
So is it really worth it?
absolutely not. And
Mm.
that's the
No.
thing about people doing their homework on how much is this going to actually benefit you, because
Right.
even with going into another tax bracket, you
Yeah.
still have to take those things into consideration too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
like, you getting paid more, but you're really getting paid less because you was making more when you was doing the little $10 an hour or 15 an hour with the
Cause them
overtime.
the tax
Because the
man,
tax they
child,
coming for you.
they
Yeah.
coming
Yes.
hard. Okay.
Pause, but yes.
Shit, no pause, but no Vaseline either, child.
Oh, just dry. Oh, that's hard. That's rough.
Like the taxes that they take out of your check is somebody's take home pay.
You
Like
ain't
Yes.
lying. You ain't
I'm like,
lying.
I could have sustained somebody with what you took from me.
they take money. Okay, I'm like, y'all, this is nuts. Can
And
I
don't be
object?
single, don't have and be childless
Oh,
and not
forget
be
it.
married. All of
Oh,
those factors weigh against you.
Yeah.
they say, oh, you
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
no
You ain't
kids.
lying.
Great. Oh, I mean, great.
Great.
It's really crazy. You have to take all of that into consideration when you're looking for work. and
Yeah.
like your mental health, and really like listening to that voice, like that voice telling you, I don't know if this is the right fit for me. Listen to that, because it's gonna bite you in your behind later.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Look, your word. The temptation to work off the
Yeah,
books under the table.
yeah,
What
Look, hey,
money?
let me tell you now.
yeah.
That's a mean one because that hustle demon get on you.
Yeah.
They're trying to be like, won't nobody know.
Ah.
Yes,
They just, woo, Lord, don't them
that's-
taxes, Lord, 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 Lord. Amen.
all right, so we got a question for everybody. People in chat, y'all answer it too. What's the biggest act of loyalty you've ever experienced?
Oh
Is
God.
that given or received?
Like receiving. Pause.
The biggest act of loyalty. The biggest. Whoo. Well, this is the first thing I thought about. This is my best friend, what she did. When my daughter died, she lived in Virginia at the time. She
Mm-hmm.
left her job. Like they told her she could take a day or two off and that was it. But
Yeah.
she didn't care. She came and she stayed with me for 3 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That was the biggest, wow. Yeah. That's the first thing I thought about.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's
No
I
dope.
can
question.
say that the biggest act of loyalty I had ever experienced was a friend of mine taking up for me against someone who had power to affect their personal life in a
Hmm.
major way. I'm talking about like homeless power.
Hmm.
And it was one of those things that I wasn't aware of it, but I became aware later on because the person confronted me about, I'm gonna have to distance myself from you because there's gonna be an issue and this, that. And I'm like, I didn't know what happened. But in fact, it was someone had stepped in on my behalf because
Mm,
something that was going on in the backdrop. And that kind of loyalty um is one of the reasons why I'm best friends with them to this day.
Hmm. Hmm.
that's dope.
You don't get friends like that all the time.
No, I ain't got but one, and I've been knowing them since I was
You-
16 years old.
And you know what the real mark of like a friend, like when y'all have a little argument even though me and her never really argue, but when you have a tiff with your friend and you don't hear none of your business in the
Mm-hmm.
street,
Yes,
Right. Right.
yes,
that's a friend.
yes.
Like even when they mad at you, they don't run around telling your business.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Corey said, I'm not sure if anyone is loyal except for my mama. Well, you got your mama, not except. You got your mama. Like not everybody, like believe it or not everybody's mama is loyal to them.
Yep.
So
That's
that's a
Facts.
blessing, Corey. That's a blessing.
mm,
Word. Danielle said word, even when they mad. Yep.
yeah.
That's when you know somebody is truly loyal to you
Mm-hmm.
and your friend and your people.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they mad, they still got your back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even if y'all stop being on speaking terms,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's
but that's the test of the loyalty right there. Can you part in peace?
right.
Mm.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that want to go to war with people that you really considered your friends at
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
one point in time. It was like, was it ever really your friend?
No.
Are you really a friend to them? If when it's all over, you want to drag them through the mud?
That's not
No, no, you didn't respect them and you didn't love them.
Yep.
You ain't worth a quarter.
Yep.
T says, so true, coach. That's why I don't trust. It's like you could get traumatized out here. Like you think someone is your friend, you bring them to your house, you show them your stuff, and meanwhile they there jacking your stuff. And the moment y'all not cool anymore, they got all of this stuff to say. It's sad. It's sad. You know, it could be lonely when you just cannot find anyone that would be there for you and be a friend like that. It's really sad.
Very
Come
true.
on in here, Danielle. Not a nickel's worth of dog meat. I know where you get it
Mm-hmm.
from, and I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
A to the man. Yes.
Hey, sackcloth is here. Hey, she says so true. It's hard to trust. It's really it is hard to trust.
Yes.
It's very hard because you don't know if people have hidden agendas. You know, you work hard and you get your little house together, and you just you meet somebody, you think they gonna be someone that's gonna be there for you, whether it be a friend or a little friend, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they come and they see your house, they see what you got going on, and they like, oh, let me be real nice, let me get comfortable over here. But they not really there for you like that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I feel bad, like when it comes to dating and stuff. Ooh, Lord Jesus. It's like you wish you could do a background check on loyalty to see how loyal you was to other people.
Right.
A compatibility test.
Yeah,
Is
not just a
they?
criminal background check, like a
Yeah. They
true.
loyalty
Your
compatible to
loyalty.
mine.
Hmm.
What's
Hey
up, Jay?
y'all, what's
What's up,
going on?
Jay?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Everybody in the chat and all of y'all. So, I kind of wanted to come up here because I wanted to touch on what Coach was just saying as far as like people being your friend and then kind of turning
Mm.
around and acting a fool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people, even when they're being your friend in the midst of the highs and the lows and all of that, you know what I'm saying? People
Mm-hmm.
literally keep receipts on each other, even if their friendship is strong, just to be able to turn around and use those receipts when everything like goes against the wall or gets thrown away. You know what I'm saying? Which is so crazy because there's so many people that literally like just store information just because of that. And just like to think of that, if you're in a friendship with somebody and you're keeping receipts to use against them in the future, are you not plotting and planning on the downfall? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you not already trying to let them know in your mind that this ain't gonna work, even if things are good? You're literally planning to not be cool with this person. You're literally plotting to hurt this person, even though y'all not even there yet.
Mm.
Trauma.
Hmm.
I
That's
think. Do you think, guys, like that's a form of protection that people do?
trauma.
Yeah,
Trauma.
because
Yeah,
they
it
get
is
hurt.
trauma, but that's why
Mhm.
people need to be able to practice and exactly what they were saying in the last panel. You need to learn how to
Mhm.
heal from
Yeah.
everything, and you do need to identify what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
the reason why when it comes to jars, we put the sugar on the sugar sticker and we put salt on the salt sticker because I don't want to walk up to go and get my coffee and dig in which whenever because they both look white and get me some salt and have some salty motherfucking coffee and then be pissed off at everybody. That don't make no damn sense just because I wasn't paying attention to what the hell it was. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You need to understand what you're going through. You need to label and understand what it is so you can know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but there's a lot of people that's walking around with like trauma and they're taking it out on certain people or there's even people that have lived with their trauma for so long that they try to give other people that don't have trauma in their life trauma because they think it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
truth be told, people don't take the time to figure out what's going on with themselves before they try to attach other people to their own lives.
Ha.
That's so true.
Because we want to blame everybody else for
mhm.
the situation being harmful or the circumstances being unfavorable when in fact it's you.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
That really
Whether it
is true
be.
also.
Mhm. Whether you don't you you don't make it clear what your
Mhm.
boundaries are. Sometimes
Yes.
we see those red flags, but but he cute. But the people
Uh-huh. Going straight
good,
into people pleasing.
hey girl,
Yes.
all of that. But the
Mm-hmm.
red flags are there, but you ignore it until it becomes too much to bear.
Sometimes we manipulate ourselves for what we think we can get out of the situation or friendship or partnership or whatever that is before us.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't understand that because we don't put up the boundaries, we're manipulating ourselves. Because
Yep.
we don't set clear guidelines, we are the ones manipulating ourselves. And then we get upset if we feel like we've been taken advantage of when we were the culprits from the beginning.
Ha. Word. Because they've been showing you who the hell they are from the beginning, or they even tell you sometimes, and you just don't listen. You hear what you want to hear, or you like he don't mean that. He ain't gonna do that with me.
Listen. Hey,
Yeah.
I've been told I'm a little bit crazy. Man, stop that. I like crazy.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah, people like that's
that.
females, but honestly, that as well comes from seeing things on like TV that is popular because people want to be able to be around the things that they think is like the best. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to live that type of life. They want to be able to have people in their life that can bring them that type of lifestyle, all type of stuff like that. And so when they get used to seeing people attracted to these things, they automatically get attracted to these things, especially if they're not used to sitting down to find out, like taking time to find out what they actually like. You know, some people they like to follow a crowd, you know what I'm saying? And it
Mm,
takes them a while to really figure out what they like. And that's why they run through so many people that aren't even really their type. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My type used to be like the boys with the dreads, with the baggy pants. And I used to think they were the shit. No, that's not my type. I used to think that was my type. That was the ideal type. There's a difference between your type and the
Yeah.
ideal type.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey, that's the truth. Women do be lying to themselves. Like, and I think sometimes the need to be hugged and loved and rubbed is greater than than listening to those red flags. So you will lie to yourself. You'll say, "Oh, that man ain't that bad." So what? He don't answer his phone all day. He be at work. No, he not. He at his wife house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just to say you got somebody
Just
or
to
whatever.
say you have someone.
Well,
Just to say you
F
were
that.
chosen,
F
right?
that.
Just to say I'm the chosen one, and to be the trophy. And the trophy sometimes is that wedding ring. Hello,
But you
somebody.
know what's so crazy though? What's so crazy is that some people at the same time, they've never been alone before. And
Yeah.
so sometimes they will get with somebody just off the fact of them not
Codependent.
wanting to be alone because they don't know how to be alone. You know what I'm saying?
Not,
And that shit is
not
really
good.
crazy too.
It's not good. Codependency,
That's
like
scary though, Jay. Like when you think about it, because you really leave yourself open to all kinds of things,
anybody.
anything, and it's like the people that are like predators, and not I don't when I say predators, it's not
Yeah, not,
necessarily like
mm-hmm,
like what you think of, like the person in the trench coat in the corner. I'm talking about people that's dressed like for instance, Jay, how you said your type was dreads and baggy pants. So he got
mm-hmm,
everything you ever wanted, like physically. But it's like when they're a predator, they got that clothing on, but underneath it's the same mother effer you just broke up with, just dressed different,
Yes.
you know?
mm,
Because the problem is you.
Right. And
yep,
you and your thing and your thing is you want somebody, you want what you want, you like what you like.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Without taking
We've
into
all been there,
consideration who
guys.
you are with what you like.
right.
Well,
I
the
used to
thing
be a
about I
J.
feel like that would have to be different for everybody because even though that was a type that I liked, I knew how I wanted to be treated. So it never for
Yeah.
me went into a way that turned into me getting the short end of the stick or anything like that. I just realized like it was more so of a situation where I ended up like leaving anyone that was like that. And I really didn't date too many people, honestly. I
Hmm.
really had my ex-boyfriend that was killed, my other ex-boyfriend that I broke up with, and my husband. And then after that, there was probably just like probably like 4 or 5 guys that I dated. But honey, I can tell you right now, like I have like probably 9 bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like all together, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's for sure, you know. And it's just crazy because there's a lot of people out here, a lot of females out here that probably got like 70. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Damn.
just
Sorry,
because,
sorry, sorry, sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. Everybody's choice is their choice, child. Do what you want to do with your body. Just protect yourself. But 70 at what? At your age, like at 30 years old?
yeah, most definitely like at 30 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And that would kind of be just like, it was kind of a normal thing, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
not normal.
most of them, most of them was like a one night stand or someone that you just met and y'all only hung out for like a week, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just bonded off of words and it can be all type of different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that for a fact, for sure, for sure. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? And some people they just enjoy it. Some people they feel attachment to that. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even really have to necessarily do with you. Some people, you can just be like someone nice, like you just hold the door and they just get wet. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like everybody has their like different way of doing it, but that also
Look
has to
at
do with
elevator
how
for
you
your
grew
show.
up. Yeah, but it's true though. It's true
I'm
though.
about to go down south.
He like, where these girls at that just want you to
No,
open the I saw you. I
I,
saw your
I don't want
outfit.
nothing out of Atlanta.
I know you don't.
I'm good. I ain't.
Look,
I'm
Corey
good.
said then they be wondering why they fighting demons. Whoo.
Yeah,
Word.
That's true.
Nah, but
yeah.
like that really made me a little sad. Like real talk. Like if you are like 29, 30 years old and you've ran through 70 men.
That's
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 it makes me
that's
feel
crazy.
sad.
No, I feel you. I most definitely do. But
It makes me feel
yeah,
sad because
that
it's like
that
you got
stuff
to be
is that stuff
aware.
is real.
You
And it's
gotta
crazy because you know how it is. Like, imagine you already know for yourself that you have 70 bodies, right? And
mm,
then you sleep with somebody like a man, right? This man probably has like 30 bodies. That literally is 100 bodies for you in a way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just imagine if you add all of those up. Like, that's crazy because when you sleep with one person, you sleep with everyone they slept with. Just
yes.
imagine. If
And
the
in
first
this
person
day
that
and
man slept
age,
with had AIDS or something, and then he
yeah.
slept with 30 other people prior to you, you know what I'm
Or
saying?
herpes, it's
You're
rampant.
literally sleeping with the person that they slept with first because that's where they got it at. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy how it travels like that, but it does. And then people sometimes they be wondering why, like, just imagine, like, imagine if, like, I mean, obviously that probably wouldn't necessarily happen, but just all the trauma that people go through. Like, what if it was possible that all the trauma that you go through and all the stuff that happens to you
So
that
tired.
you haven't really dealt with and stuff like that through all these different relationships, it takes a
Hmm.
toll on your body and it
It
changes your
does.
body. What if it like changes like your sperm or your eggs or whatever,
Who
like through
it
all
probably
these
who
different
knows?
people that you
Yeah.
go through, and then that's why your kids end up being the way they are, and then you don't
Mm,
even understand your kids and you blame it on the your partner or whatever, you know what I'm saying, not understanding when really it had to do with a whole lot of these other people that you done mess with that you probably not even thinking to even compare them to, you know what I'm saying, because they not the person that belongs to this child or whatever, but they play a part in it because your body was stressed out, you know what I'm saying? And your body became stressed out because of this situation or that situation. And it's just like a whole freaking lot.
yeah. Mm,
It's true.
mm. That's it's and I think about it like because you right like when I think about like the younger like younger young I don't know the generations I can never remember it, child,
Yeah,
but
I
the
know.
younger like 20s like 21 to the way that um and I'm sorry ladies, I'm about to say something y'all gonna be like, well, some of y'all probably get it. The way that the women's movement is, and it's like liberation and all this stuff, right? So now younger girls they feel sexually free, right? So they want to have intercourse with the world and whatnot. But you have to think about like what Danielle is saying, like the spiritual connection and what it can do to your body over time, what it's doing to your womb. Who's to say that it doesn't affect your future children with all of the people that you're entering into your body? Well,
All right.
Lord of mercy. Pray over your kids, y'all.
Yeah. All right.
What did Jacob
So,
say? I can't read that. Hey,
oh, no,
Anthony.
I got
Hey, Antonies.
There is evidence that it does, Jay. Men are literally depositing the DNA. Wow. And even if a barrier is used, the bonding hormone is still released. Wow.
That
Okay.
is so true.
Skex. Segs is
sick.
spiritual. Yeah. Yeah. But you can't tell, like, listen, when you try to tell these younger girls stuff about everybody, they like, they don't want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
They're gonna do what they want to do.
Uh-huh. I mean, same thing with the younger dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I speak for the girls, it's because I'm also a woman.
Right.
But I'm not just saying it's only the females. Obviously, they need to sleep with someone, right? And everybody
Right.
running around with their dirty, what?
With their dirty parts. Yeah.
Their dirty parts is spreading it wide. Everyone.
And I think there's an aspect that people don't take into consideration.
What?
We all believe that there's nothing new under the sun,
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
life just keeps repeating over and over again. But we never consider how is that possible when the people today didn't know the people of 100 years ago, but
Right.
they're doing the same things.
Hmm.
Uh,
I mean, I definitely feel you on that. I do. When it comes to the way that people act and how they move, I feel like that is just a human trait. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, I feel like will always stay the same. you
Mm-hmm.
know but I do feel that there are things like I understand that people say there's nothing new under the sun, but honestly there is. And that's why there's so many people that are born, you know what I'm saying, that have all these different DNAs and all of that, because there's going to be someone that would be an incredible like person to, who knows, turn things around like years from now, like a positive speaker that will like leave a huge mark on the earth, you know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
who knows what can happen, you know what I'm saying? Like all these different technologies, these technologies didn't exist ever since ago. There's new brains and new like ways of like moving and new education and all of that that's like brightening people up. And look at how the kids are now on their tablets and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
They're being taught and they're being like they're smarter than the kids were like way back then. Because all we used to do when we was kids was we was just running around and we was playing outside. These kids is already knowing a whole lot more than what we used to know when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? So like the people, they're growing and learning at a faster pace. It's just like knowing that you have to be able to try your best to allow them to consume the right things, so that as they're learning and they're growing, that they're learning and they're growing in the way that you want them to versus the way that society is forcing them to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want to give some pushback to that though. Just in the realm of just because a person discovers it don't mean it was new.
true.
The Americas was not new when they started telling the story about Columbus and all that.
Oh
There were
Lord.
people that were already here. The land
Mm-hmm.
was already here. Just because someone discovered it does not necessarily make it new. It just makes it a new discovery. And that's why I say it's nothing new. It's just that as it relates to technology, you might find different ways to do a thing, but
Mm.
the thing in and of itself is not new. That's like how you use plants. They're still plants. They still grow.
We
Whether
smoke them.
you use, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whether you use them to smoke them or you use them for STEM research, they're still the same plant.
Right.
You can
I
we
mean,
do not know how to create plants.
Mm-hmm.
We do not know how to create trees. So with that being the case, I think the only newness of it is what we know about it and
Hmm.
not necessarily the thing itself.
And the
Mhm.
people that are lifted up to go with what Anthony's is saying too.
I definitely feel you on that, but I feel like
Yeah.
if anything, like when it comes to the people that were here and then the people that discovered it, that's more so just because they put a name to it. Like if that was something that they had probably did, the people that were already here, then yeah, it would have already been a discovery before those other people had came over here. They probably just didn't think to do that or something. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like when it comes to plants, like even nowadays, it's crazy how people like there's original plants. Like when it comes to like cabbages, the original thing of a cabbage was like what a Brussels sprout, pretty much is like the original cabbage in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different strands of it because they be mixing all these different things together and all type of different things and making new things and all type of stuff like that. And look at the banana. The banana that you see in the store isn't even the original banana. Like the original banana is like a smaller one. Like the organic banana, when you buy an organic banana, it's really small. It's much, much smaller. They done made all these different like things to like turn it into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like how
Mhm.
they trying to do all this different things to like look at all the chicken wings. You think all these chicken wings out here are actual chicken wings? Like you think there's so many chicken wings for all these different chicken wings? You know how many
Ooh,
wing
chicken
stops and
wing.
all these different places there are? They done created all these different ways to do all these different things. So
Hmm.
they broken down like science is so like the technology is crazy. Like they're able to like break things down in a different way. They're able to literally look at how they're doing things now. They're already starting to learn how to be able to grow like an embryo lab grown and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays that's why they're doing like the lab grown diamonds and stuff like that. Before it was only in the ground, but now they are able to like advance it by doing it that way to make it faster and all type of different stuff. Like there's nothing new under the sun, but as time goes on, like they're gonna think of new ways to do it. And as time continues to go on, the people are literally just gonna continue to advance whatever was already advanced.
Mhm.
I think it's just exposure. I think we are, because of technology, but there's more exposure to things, especially like at a younger age. And then with AI that y'all love so much, that's definitely new.
That's new. And just
AI
imagine
is
the
new.
advanced AI. Like, just imagine when someone comes in, like, advances that. Because everything that we do, someone's going to add on to it. Like I was talking about, like, the other day, someone
Mhm.
created the shoe and someone added on to that and created the little plastic
Hmm.
piece that goes
Right.
into it. Like, people are
Right.
going to continue to, like, elevate whatever it is that you created. Years from now, the AI, as we see it now, is going to be, like, completely transparent. It's going to be, like, it's going to be crazy.
I just look at it from the standpoint of somebody created AI. AI got its technology from humans.
Right.
That means humans had to extrapolate their information from somewhere else or
Right.
something else. And
Right.
so just because technology is a base where all of the information is held does not mean that it's necessarily new or the advancement is something that is necessarily new either, because we all grow and we all evolve with more information that we're given.
Right.
Just because it's able to do it at a faster rate, I mean, okay, that's no different than when the technology of running. People that ran back in the day didn't have the shoes and the things that they have now that help them to run better, run longer, and the technology of what you do with your body and all this, that, and other.
Right.
But you still have,
Right.
Africans that are still winning these long races
Yeah.
because it's in their
And they
genetics.
run barefoot,
Yeah,
child.
Well, I
they're
feel like that's
exactly.
also because they eat pure foods, unlike like how it is over here. You know what I'm saying? Like what's in their like what's going through their
Process.
blood and everything. Yeah, they're eating healthier, so their body is working how it's actually supposed to be working, child.
Right.
And all I'm saying is, being that you are specifically African, your body would work differently than those that were that do not have your direct DNA.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
of
but if
that,
I'm not eating the things that the people back in Africa are eating, then I'm kind of still doing everything that's going on over here, and I'm still like operating like everyone over here.
and all I'm
That's true
saying is
too.
but there are foundations. Okay, you got to think about it like this. For instance, there were people that were in this country in chattel slavery that outlived the people who've been free their whole lives. They were not eating the best of things and did not have access necessarily to the best of things either, but they survived. And it's those things like that that I take into consideration, that there is something to be said about what sustains a nation, how they think about it, and how they carry out things. I think that it has more so to do with the passing down of information. Do you have access to the things that people are learning? Because somebody coining a term is just giving you verbiage for the thing that's already been discovered.
Yeah, I feel that. And I kind of feel like people back then obviously knew way more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know a whole lot now, but there's a whole lot more to be discovered. And I feel like that's also why they do go back to like the pyramids and all of that to try to understand what they was understanding. Because for some reason, there's a whole lot that they ain't trying to let us know. You know what I'm saying? That has been here on this earth. So I definitely feel where you're coming from. I just definitely think there's like two ways to see it though.
No,
Mm.
and I understand that most certainly. I just look at it from the perspective of when it comes to people saying, "Oh, things are new." I'm like, they're not as new as people try to make them to be. It's just
Yeah,
maybe new to you personally, but it's not necessarily new as it pertains to phenomenon.
I feel you. So Yvette put a comment up here.
She's
Let me
late.
see that.
Yvette is behind in the chat.
I
Oh,
if you're trying to date someone you cannot sleep with someone on the first date, go and get tested and let them know that you have been tested and show results before all that. Hold on, what?
She,
yeah, she's talking
She
about
talking
what we
about?
was
Oh, she
talking
talking
about
about
way
the
before.
stash date. Like, go to the clinic. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, but I definitely feel you, Tina, for sure.
yeah. All right. Last talking point. Personal growth and self loyalty. Staying loyal to your values builds long term integrity. Self respect sets the standard for how others treat you. Choosing self loyalty prevents compromise and unnecessary sacrifices. Well, all right.
So be selfish and don't be
Yeah,
in a relationship with nobody, and
yeah.
life be perfect.
That's it.
That's what I heard. Unnecessary conflict with y'all mother lovers.
Yeah.
So
So
honestly, I think that certain conflicts are necessary because certain conflicts
true.
help you grow.
Talk about it.
Or they could
Certain
raise your
conflicts
blood
helps
pressure.
you to not, because I just be kind of looking at it like how I be looking at my little cousin Mia. When she
Uh-huh.
was younger, she was so sweet, like the sweetest little girl. And then she kind of grew a little bit and got a little bit more selfish being around my little cousins, my other little cousins, like blessing all them because they a whole nother story child. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? And so because of that, they kind of rubbed off on her and she became a bit more selfish with herself and a bit more like I would have to say a little bit more rude. I would have to probably say that. But when I look back on it sometimes I think about it, I'm like, every little detail didn't happen by mistake. It happens because this is the way that like I feel like God is like growing you and like fixing you to become the person that you're meant to be. Because imagine if they never affected her life and she got older and was extremely hurt by someone
Mm-hmm.
like in the worst way versus how she is now where she knows that she can be protected because she can look at things in a different light, knowing that you can easily play me or you can easily like do this or do that, like, you know what I'm saying, like there. And just imagine some people, they go through all of these different things already just to meet someone that's extremely pure and destroy their life, like knowing that they're a bit more gullible because they're trusting. Some people take
Yeah.
gullible and they use that as a joke or as like a little plaything when really
Or
that's
they could
them
smell
just
it.
being like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
them just being extremely pure and you're just going over there and you're like putting dirty water all up in their clean water. Like, get that stuff up out of here, child. Where's the purifier? Because this ain't gonna work.
Narcissism.
Mm-hmm. And it's like they seek those types of people out that are really gullible and naive. That's why it's also a red flag. Like if there's like a older man and he's always looking for little young, little 16 and 17-year-olds that he can mold and tell them what to do and get them to do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird either way, but
Mm-hmm.
I digress. Uh, so I think I'm caught up in the chat. Uh, so we're gonna leave on this question: should loyalty always be unconditional, or should it have limits? That question was stupid as hell.
You should always have limits. You should always have boundaries, even when it comes to loyalty. Otherwise, you just become self-sacrificial.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
there's no reason to be so loyal to a person that is to your own detriment. You
Right.
know,
Right.
Jesus died for the sins, not me. So you better call on him. I ain't able to do it after so far. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of
I
those
ain't gonna
things
be able
where
to do it.
no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And so it's one of those things where I'm like, you have to really take into consideration where your own boundaries are. Like, how far should you go? And ain't no way in the world that a person can say, "Oh, your loyalty should be unconditional," because it leans towards abuse.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I definitely feel you on that, but I honestly kind of feel like I would kind of say both, but honestly, to be real with you, I kind of would say more so unconditional. And the reason why I kind of say that is because I feel like when people just have those type of limits, they block themselves out of a way. Like, just imagine if you're like dealing with someone that has like changed over time, like they done, like, because for me, I'm blessed that my husband has a love that's more so unconditional, because I've had so many situations that has happened like with us, you know what I'm saying, where it could
Mm-hmm.
have been a situation where it's like, okay, this ain't gonna work, you know what I'm saying, but each time that something happened, I've grown more and I've grown more and I've grown more. You know what I'm saying? To the point like I'm just like I have changed, being with him because of his like unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me not want to be in a position to like want to hurt him or anything
Yeah.
like that. And I'm grateful for his unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
grateful to people that are able to have that unconditional love, because they a lot there is more so like it's like what how would you call that stuff,
What?
they like the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be able to give someone the benefit of the doubt, even if you think that they're gonna like mess you up. You know what I'm saying? Just because like it's kind of the kind thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
But I
Yeah.
think one of the issues with that is the fact that you have the premise of commitment already.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
come into covenant with someone through the auspices of marriage, you've already made other things and people as it relate to God. You've made that the foundational value, and you're loyal to Him
All right.
through God. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? That's completely different from I have a business partner that is gambling and they taking the business down, and I'm gonna stay in it and get sued by the
Yeah.
people. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's a completely different type of situation. So, um,
Yeah.
Right.
So
if
it's
anything,
situational then.
yeah, it all depends on the situation. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
believe a person
Yeah.
should be loyal to a fault, well, maybe to an extent, as it pertains to marriage. That's a completely different level of loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you're talking about in other aspects, I don't have that kind of commitment.
Yeah,
And
in other
so,
aspects for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
wait,
so,
wait. Somebody put in the chat a bar. Who's Black Love?
Black love permission.
that's my
The
cousin.
only person I'm unconditionally loyal to is me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Period. Pug.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
bar.
that's my cousin, y'all. That's my
Hi,
blood
cousin.
relative. That's cousin in the building. You see wisdom
Hey, Black
oozing?
Love.
What
Do
up,
you see the
cuz?
wisdom oozing? It run in the family.
I
And that's
see.
that's the only
Y'all
person
got
I'm
some good DNA.
unconditionally
Yes.
loyal to. Now, unconditional loyalty. Woo, that's tough. But I felt you what you
Right.
were saying, Jay. I felt what you were saying because being in a marriage, and definitely anybody that's married to an Aquarius, God bless you. Like
Lord have mercy.
Oh,
we
here
are
we go.
very interesting people. Like
Lord
we
have mercy. I swear to God.
So it's
Mm,
dope, you know what I'm saying? When you have someone that
mm, mm.
unconditionally loves you, but that loyalty, like unconditional loyalty, the thing that I'm thinking about is like, ooh, what do you do? So okay. So the way that I operate, the way that I think is, if you do something nice for someone, right? If you perform an act for someone, I do it because I want to, not because I'm expecting them to also turn around and do the same thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that, in a sense, is unconditional, right? But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to do that, to what Tina was saying. I'm not going to just do that until you run me into the ground, because like,
All
so
right.
so I guess both sides of the coin are true, and it is situational. Yeah.
Yes, like so. Of course, like
Yes, we
everybody
are.
said, the marriage is different. Like, yeah, okay, but even still, if it's keep happening over and over, I don't have the patience or the capacity for that anymore.
Right.
After a while, if I see like it's a repeating type of thing, like I'm gonna have to weigh my options.
And then I'm gonna tell you something else too. That's a big issue. Even when it comes to marriage, if one of the partners is abusive,
Huh.
Hmm.
how can you stay loyal to that? I could see a loving relationship. You're both striving, you're both loving one another. You had the foundation of respect and all this, that, and the other. But when you have the situation where this person punching me in the eyeball, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
Yeah.
that's
Oh
not
no.
love if you're hurting somebody. That's
But we were
like
talking about loyalty. It don't have to necessarily be love. It's the loyalty. You can feel
Yeah.
like I'm tethered to this person through whatever,
Yeah. And
because
they back.
honorable is
Yeah.
marriage is more honorable than it is to divorce. You can have that mindset.
Right. Right.
So you talking about taking on something as it relates to another person who is sick, who is twisted and demented, but you're staying there because you feel like I have to be there.
Hmm.
Or not even like if they're like physically abusing you. Let's say they have a substance issue, and
Yeah.
it's becoming out of control, and they refuse, or they're just not ready to get help, and you
Hmm.
feel like you need to stay in the marriage or stay in the relationship because well, definitely marriage, because you took vows, and for better or worse, for richer, all of that stuff. But
Hmm.
at what point do you have to become loyal to yourself and your well-being? Right? I know. Think about that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the thing about. See, when I think about scriptures, a lot of folks that take it out of context. The first
Mm-hmm.
commandment is to love God first, and then love your
Yeah.
neighbor as yourself.
Yes.
And all of the law is hung on those two commandments. Part of that is you knowing how to love you, so you can love your neighbor as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If
Hmm.
you don't love you first, how can you, from that place, love someone else? So you have to have an understanding as it relates to where your loyalty actually lies, as it relates to you as an individual, and
Yeah.
then to someone else.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, with the topic with the talking point about the being married with the substance abuse with your spouse and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I actually I actually had an ex that was married before and was going through a substance abuse issue with her husband and stuff. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad y'all said that because that made me think differently. Because
What you mean?
like I was thinking like, okay, like you really just gave up, like you just leave somebody while they down.
But it's
That made
it's
me
it's
look at them
levels to
different.
it. It's levels to it. Like it's levels. It's not like you the first time you see that they drink a little too much, or they using whatever they using a little too much, you leave. This is like, it's probably was years and years of abuse of him using and stealing and not showing up and not being present in the relationship, and
Okay.
the substance is your wife, not me.
I got you. I got you.
That's different.
I got you. That
That's
makes
abusive
sense.
too, you know. It's
Yeah.
abandonment, child.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
It's deep. And there's a lot of things. I understand why some people are so hesitant to get into a relationship, because you really are handing your heart and soul over to somebody. Like, please be gentle. And this
My,
motherfucker stepping on it and shit.
you rolling the dice at the casino.
Yeah, like it's not easy.
Oh, I went bankrupt again. Time to rebuild. Oh man. All right, maybe it's time to go to casino again. Let's go
Ooh, let's
one more
go. Let's go.
time.
Put it all on
Damn,
black.
damn.
I
It's tough
oh,
out
I'm
here.
sorry. I think there's another element that has to be addressed as it relates to unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
Unconditional love also sometimes means leaving the person alone for somebody else to deal with them, whether that be professionally or spiritually or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm,
sometimes we can be in the way and can be a contributing factor to them not getting any better.
Ooh. Okay.
mm.
And
Oh,
sometimes we can be loyal to something, not knowing that our loyalty is standing in the way of their progress.
absolutely.
That's enabling. Shit.
Yeah,
It
that's
sure is.
exactly what it is.
That is enabling.
What's up, Brandon? But
Hey,
yeah,
Brandon.
that
Jay
was.
left the panel.
No, she said, yeah,
Hey, Brand.
she claims she heard static. She probably just don't want to talk no more.
She said, "What about cheating in the beginning of a marriage before what? Before falling?
For what?
You're married before you fell in love." She was ready for marriage. He was not. Kids together. She didn't find out until 7 years into marriage.
What?
That's
Wait, hold
mess.
on, hold on, hold on.
He wasn't in love
Cheating in
with
the
her?
beginning is before falling in love. What you? I'm so
So
confused.
he got married. They got married, and he wasn't in love with her, but they had kids together. That's what it
Mm.
looked like. So he was cheating in the beginning because he wasn't in love. Oh no,
But that's not loyalty. That's not respect. That's not
that's
honor. That's
nothing.
not love. That's not commitment. That's not
None of these good words.
yeah, none of that stuff. No, no, no. If he was cheating in the beginning, he never intended oh well, I'm not gonna go on nobody intentions. What I
He
can
said,
say though is his behavior exhibited factors that would lead me to believe that he didn't love who he married.
mm,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
he
he
was.
didn't
So
respect the
what? Why
marriage
did he
either.
get married? Because she got pregnant. Like, why did he? Why would he agree to get
That's,
married?
yeah. This
He
ain't the
was
old
in love
days.
with her. So why did he agree to get
Get
married?
them to get
Was it a
married.
shotgun wedding? Like,
So,
there has to be a reason why they got married. Why would he just get married if he wasn't in love with her? He didn't want to lose her. Some guys do that now. They don't want to lose the girl, so they'll marry her. Oh, she got pregnant. She was pregnant.
oh what?
Well, truth be told, sometimes men can
Yeah,
just want their cake and eat it too.
Sure, okay.
that's what it sounds
You
like.
know, I want
Remember,
a
I went to
stable
his wedding
home.
once, child,
So
and
he,
we saw the groom outside. We were little girls. This really shaped me and my sister. We were little girls, and we was outside the church, like just being nosy, looking because we wanted to see the bridal party come out. And we saw the husband come out, and he was standing in front of the church. And we went up to him, and we were like, "Are you nervous?" And he was like, "Me never nervous." That he was a Jamaican dude, and he said
mm,
he wasn't nervous. And the way he said it, we were like, "He's not nervous. That's weird." And that man, when I say he had the dirtiest of, you know what, he was running around town with everybody. So that's why he wasn't nervous, because he had no intention of being married. She was getting married. He wasn't. So that's kind of like this situation here. He wasn't married, y'all.
Oh,
Let me tell y'all, listen, it's a gamble outside, okay? It is a gamble.
Nasty outside. I'm telling you.
That's so selfish. It is, Corey. It's selfish, but you really have to pay attention to that thing, that voice inside that's telling you this ain't the right move. You got to pay attention. Because some people, I'm not sure what their intention is, why they would get married if they really don't want to. I'd rather you tell me, look, I'm not ready.
I got questions because some people try to act like I got tricked when they saw signs early
They
on,
ain't getting no goddamn trick. They
and they
knew
just
early on what
decided.
it was, but they ain't want to
The
leave.
potential. You
Yeah,
saw.
they decided that, oh, I'm gonna be the best wife I can be to him, and he gonna love me. And it's like,
Going to change.
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
going.
no.
change him. Like he tell him straight up, look, I ain't never been faithful. Like
I ain't
think about
shit.
the Real
I ain't
Housewives of
nothing.
Atlanta when Cynthia was marrying that man she married, and she was head over heels. She was so struck. She was so pressed to get married. She was trying to get married in the middle of the pandemic, and he told her that he had never ever been faithful to anybody he is ever with.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
There are people that are more invested into the wedding than they are the
He was
actual
so invested
relationship.
in the wedding.
Yeah.
Everybody was telling her, slow down, take it easy. She couldn't wait to marry him. And he told you, I've never been faithful in my life.
Mm-hmm.
What? I ain't marrying you. I ain't trying to be the next project. Fuck out of here.
Oh, you so they be like, oh no, you stop
He's
playing,
not
stop
gonna
playing.
do
You
that with
so crazy.
me.
You so
I got
crazy. You
my
gonna be faithful to me?
yeah, because
Yeah.
mine got silver and gold
Yeah.
inside and
Okay.
rainbows. Child, girl. It's really not about you. It's about him with all of that.
Right.
Well, with
Right.
the thing all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nah, not you. Ain't shit, but I don't have a son. Wait, what? What happened?
I
Nah,
don't know.
Uh,
I let my son take after you, sir. What's going on? I don't know. I'll be missing stuff, and yeah, Anthony's. That is a brilliant idea. What did she say? If
a
you just
relationship party.
already
Yeah,
have.
a relationship one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
people should stop having weddings and come celebrate our relationship party, right? If they're not ready to get married, like marriage is not a game. Good night,
Think of,
Corey.
Don't worry, Corey. I'm right
You
behind you.
tapping
oh,
out?
good night.
Pause. Wait,
I'm
no,
waiting.
that's not a pause. I'm right
Oh,
behind you, Corey.
I'm sorry.
It's just, so, to what I know, dude. What? What?
Yeah,
Um,
you pledge your fealty to me. You're getting a GPS tracker in 24 hours.
royalty, loyalty. Gotta be loyalty to me. You're getting a GPS tracking 24-hour surveillance team. Okay. Okay.
People, I'm telling you, I think sometimes people just want to be chosen. They like, and the wedding is like the rite of passage
The
that I was.
ultimate pick me.
Yeah,
The
I was
spotlight.
chosen, honey. And yeah, they
It's
have this
the
big old wedding, and then
And going debt.
like that marriage I told you about, where the guy was like, "Me never nervous."
Mm-hmm.
They lived together after that wedding for like 6 months, and they had a big old wedding. Like it was a nice wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this up. I got
Yeah,
work in the morning.
I elevated.
it's
Godspeed.
been
Time
wonderful,
you gotta
been
wake up.
great.
Of course, of course. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Whether you still here, whether you passed through and left, I appreciate you spending some time here because you could have been anywhere in these internet streets, but you stuck around right here. I'm forever grateful for that. Everybody take care. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.